lift the hips up one more time in bridge pose, and you use the block. So we're going to slide the block underneath the sacrum. Walk your heels in towards your block, and then just reach for your heels. So a little opening in the chest, but this is more restorative. And now let's add on. So extend your right leg, flex and lower. Good, now point and lift. Good, flex and lower that heel down. Abs engaged, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Keep the abs strong. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Now flex and lower your heel all the way down to your mat, feeling a stretch into the hip flexor. Soften and relax the lower back. And take a few cleansing breaths. Now draw that heel back in. Good, make any adjustments you need to. And now stretch the left leg up, flex and lower. Good, point and lift. Flex and lower. Now point and lift. Anytime you need to, take that block away and do this with your back on the mat. Flex and lower. Good, point and lift. Abs and strong. So just a simple leg swing, warming up the hip. Now this time resting that left heel all the way down to the mat. And just taking a few deep breaths, allowing the hip to stretch. Good, draw that heel in. And now we're going to come onto our toes. Just gently lift the hip up slightly and slide that block away. Now we'll place the block back in between our inner thighs. We'll do a little more abdominal work by stretching our legs up towards the sky. Flexing your feet and lowering both heels now, pulling the abs in and lifting all the way up. Good, flex and lowering, pulling the belly in, bringing them back over your hips. So besides gaining strength in our core, we're still stretching our hamstrings and our calf and just staying very focused on the movement, listening to our lower back. Not lowering the heels too low. Always keeping that lower back pressed into the mat. Now draw the knees back in and drop your feet down to the mat. Let's take that block away and put it off to the side. Hug both knees into your chest, stretching out that lower back. This is full wind pose or Applicability. So take another deep inhalation, and as you exhale, let's roll up and come into a tabletop position. We're going to take the block in between our inner thighs, making that inner thigh connection, doing a little cat and cow. So roll up through the spine, drawing the belly in, and roll through each vertebrae, lifting the chest and the tailbone up. Exhale and rounding the back. Inhaling and lifting the chest and the tailbone. Good, drawing the navel center in, opening the shoulder blades, and then pulling through, lifting the heart and the tailbone. This posture is very therapeutic for your back, keeping it healthy and flexible. Now coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to curl the toes under and come into a plank position, keeping those inner thighs pulling in, drawing the navel center in, keeping the abs strong, keeping your focus to the mat, and then pressing the palms into the floor, dropping the knees now, taking the block away, Let's push back into Child's Pose, Balasana. And then staying here for a few more cleansing breaths. And allowing that breath to flow in and out of the body, just like the waves out in the ocean. Now coming back to tabletop position, we're going to take our block, place it in between our inner thighs again, coming into a forearm plank. We're going to bring those forearms, make sure they're even, and then bringing the knees up and pulling the abdominals in. Now stay with your inhalation and your exhalation, focusing in on the breath, keeping the abs strong, and building strength into the back and shoulders. Good job. Now let's go ahead, take that block away, and we'll come back into Child's Pose. Now if your forehead does not reach the mat, go ahead and fold your forearms and place your forehead on the forearms. It's a really nice way to do Child's Pose. So breathe deep into the belly, into the chest. Take that long, slow exhalation. And feel the spinal column lengthen as the sacrum widens. Now let's slowly come back to that tabletop position. We'll take our block between our inner thighs again, curl the toes under, press the hips back and up into our downward facing dog. So really good work for our inner thighs, outer thighs, and just really keeps the inner thighs engaged. Now relax the head between your arms and pressing through the palms of the hands. So equal work between the heels and the hands. This is actually a restorative resting pose. Now bring your knees back down, take that block away. And now we're going to push back into downward facing dog. Good, really lengthening the spine. Now walking our hands and our feet together. Good, just slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to come back into mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's grab our block and we're going to move the block right in front of our feet. So bring the hands to Namaste, circle the arms up, pressing the palms together and floating the hands down to your heart. Inhale, little back bend as you reach up to the sky. Exhale and bring your hands to prayer. Just one more time. Inhale, circling up, and then exhaling, floating the hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then slowly bringing your hands to Namaste. Circling up, breathing in deep, and then exhaling and letting it all go. Now we're going to take our block, bring it between our hands, reaching that block directly over the head, coming into our side bend, leaning to the right as you inhale. Exhale as you come to the center. Inhale, lengthen to your left. Exhale, draw the belly into the center. Inhale and stretch. Exhale and draw the belly in, standing tall. Very good. This feels great for the upper body, lengthening through the side, the rib cage. Inhale and lean to your right. Draw the abdominals in as you exhale and come back tall to the center. Inhale to the left. Holding, standing strong in the legs. Exhale and coming back to our center. Let's bring the block in front of our feet. We're going to do a swan dive. So inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale with a flat back and bring your hands directly on the block. Now bending the right knee, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Inhale, square your hips, hands to the block. Now bend the left knee and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, flat back, hips are square. And now let's make that block a little bit lower. So noticing from the tallest height to the second level. Reach the arms up, swan dive into that forward bend. Now bending your right knee, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhaling, flat back, back to the center. Now bending the left knee, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Good. Take a deep inhale, exhale, coming back to the center. Now we're circling back up. Notice that I lowered the block one more time to the lowest level. So inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Bringing the hands to the block. Bending your right knee, reaching the left arm. Little twist into the torso. Inhale to center. Now bending that left knee, reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling. Taking a deep inhale, squaring off the hips, flat back. Now draw the belly in, circle up towards the sky. And now bringing the hands to the heart center. Great work. Let's straddle our feet and take that block. Point your toes away from each other and reach the block over the head. Now bending your right knee, circle that block down to the floor, reaching it back up. So exhale, sweep it across the mat and up over the head. Sweep it, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep across that mat. So good work into the torso and into the legs. Now we're going to reverse. So you're going to bend your left knee, sweep it across. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Bend the left knee, circle it around. Reach up tall. Strong legs, strong abdominals. Circle up towards the sky. Bending the left knee, bring it all the way across and up. Now we're going to go ahead and take that block right next to the right ankle. Coming into triangle pose, Trikanasana, reaching the arms out and even to the shoulders. You're going to slide that left hip back and cartwheel the hand down towards the block. Now taking that right arm up and out to the side. Just really opening up the chest and the shoulder, keeping the legs straight and strong. Now circle the arm around and come into side angle pose. Reaching the arm over the side of the face, resting the opposite elbow on that quadricep. Staying strong through the torso, through the legs, lengthening through the side body. Take another deep inhale, circle the arm around, come back into triangle pose. So stay with your breath. Take another deep inhale. Let's circle that arm around just like a clock and come right into side angle pose. Stay focused and say with your breath. Circle the arm around, coming back into triangle pose. Opening the heart. And now bending the knee, let's go ahead and take that block, coming into warrior, and then we're going to switch to the left side. So turning the left toe out, taking the block on the outside of that left ankle. Sweeping the arms up and even to your shoulders. We're going to slide that right hip back and reach across the quadricep. Now start out easy with the left hand on your quad, reaching the right arm up. If you feel comfortable here, bring your hand to your shin or your hand to the block. Now try to tuck the tailbone under, Lift and open the chest and the shoulder. Slight little opening. Now circle the arm around. Bring it all the way up into side angle pose. So coming back to our vinyasa flow between triangle and side angle pose. So drawing the navel center in, circle the arm around, straighten out that knee, reaching up into triangle. The block is a great tool for this pose. Take a deep inhale, circle the arm around, bend that left knee, coming into side angle pose. So have that nice diagonal line from your heel all the way to the fingertips. Circle around back into triangle pose. Now breathe. Deep inhale, long, slow exhale. Now coming back into warrior two, breaking your block in between your hands. Good. Let's walk our feet together and come back into mountain pose. We're just going to take the block off to the side and come into a balancing pose. And this is going to challenge, so if you need the wall or a sturdy chair, then please go get that now. We're going to bring our right knee up and bring it slowly out to the side, coming into a modified tree pose. Bringing that foot into the inside of the inner thigh. Now draw the knee forward and your arms forward. Kick the leg out and then flex your foot as you draw the heel back. And we're going to slowly come into warrior three. So your arms can be like wings, floating out to the side, staying focused, and then coming back to a mountain pose. Let's try the opposite leg. So bringing our weight to the right foot, let's slowly bring the left knee out to the side into our modified tree. Bring the knee forward, the arms forward, kick that leg out. Now flexing the foot and swinging it back, but staying very controlled here with our movement. Taking your focus to the floor, keep that standing knee soft. Now reaching the arms up just a little bit more. Good, lifting the heart and staying with our breath. Take another full inhalation, and as you exhale, release your foot to the mat. Great work.